going to be the third part of our video on section 4.7. We're going to look at this proof. The first thing we should do is realize that there's a lot of triangles here. There's 4 small ones, but if you put any 2 of them together, it's going to make another triangle as well. Here's some given information. They're telling you that angle 1 is congruent to angle 2, and angle 3 is congruent to angle 4. We need to show that triangle BCE, that's this little one right here, is congruent to triangle DCE. So angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. Also, angle 3 is congruent to angle 4. That's given. Now, if we make our marks on the picture, we should notice something about this top triangle and this bottom triangle. They both have this segment CA. So if we write that now, segment CA is congruent to, let's see, C goes with C. That's our reflexive property. What we have right now are congruent triangles, top and bottom by angle side angle. So I'm just going to name this top triangle, triangle CDA. It's going to be congruent to triangle CBA. And they're congruent by angle side angle. Now, that isn't what we were trying to prove, but we needed to show that these top triangles were congruent so we could get to these little triangles. And this is really the first time we've done anything like this. But the idea is, if these triangles are congruent, wouldn't these corresponding parts be congruent on them also? So segment CD is congruent to segment CB by C, P, C, T, C. If we have congruent triangles, we have corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Now, if we just focus in on these 2 little triangles here, they both have segment CE on them also. So segment CE is congruent to segment CE by the reflexive property. And if you just look at these 2 little triangles right here, they're definitely congruent to each other by side angle side. So that's triangle BCE. And it's congruent to triangle DCE. So what we did was we used bigger triangles that were congruent to give us corresponding parts on smaller triangles that were congruent. And that was the extra info we needed to show that those small triangles were congruent to each other.